Hey you. So I've got Daredevil fever. It's spreading fast, and the only cure is more Daredevil. But that fever's got me kind of peckish. I'm really starved right now. I'm feeling hungry. I could go for some White Castle, and I ain't talking about the burgers, baby! That's right. In the most recent episode of Daredevil Born Again, we see the return of another fan-favorite character, Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, as played by Jon Bernthal. He was definitely the best part by far of Season 2 of the original series, with the hand stuff being so fucking awful, and his own 2-season television series was a standout among all the other Marvel Netflix series. Seeing him return to the role and seeing that character reunite with Matt Murdock was, of course, amazing to see. Obviously, we all were there for it. Oh my god, you sleep? Did he live? Did he live? I can't do a good Jon Bernthal.
The same air that you breathe. You feel good about that? He got life! How about old Foggy? He got life.
That being said, I do have my own personal reservations on that actual scene. I'm going to keep those to myself now. I'm not crazy or insane. I don't want to poop on anyone's party. But overall, it was really good to see these two angry boys act the hell out of a scene. I mean, Charlie Cox and Jon Bernthal have repeatedly shown that they are the definitive versions of these characters, and the casting is on par with that of Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, and to some extent, yes, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, even though I feel like maybe anyone could be dead. That's a different conversation. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. That scene was perfect. It had all the rage and sadness you'd expect from a conversation between the two of them, and it was great. Seeing them team up later down in the season to take down a bunch of corrupt cops who were using the Punisher's logo against his will is going to be awesome, and that team up will be fucking insane. But even before this episode dropped and the show itself premiered, I think Marvel may have already known just how excited people were to see Jon Bernthal come back as the Punisher, because about last month it was announced that Marvel was planning to do a special presentation, one of many holiday specials they have about lesser known characters and whatnot, except this time it's going to be about the Punisher. No real details are out right now about what the story is actually going to be, who's in it, what's he doing, but between you, me, and the screen, as cool as this sounds, and as much as I like seeing Jon Bernthal as the Punisher, I kind of hate this.
Darkness imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die, trapped in myself, body my only fear. Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my...
I should rephrase. I don't hate this idea, at least, like, not in concept. You know, I mean, I've always liked Jon Bernthal's Punisher. Like I said, he was the best part of Season 2 of the original series, and I've liked the Marvel special presentations and thought they're a really great idea. At a point in time in the Marvel fandom where both the fans and the studio themselves are no longer really willing to take risks on introducing audiences to characters they might have never really heard of before, lest discourse begin ad nauseum and the "who asked for this" crowd poke their heads out from whatever fucking cave exists in their mother's basement, the special presentations are a really good answer to all that. They offer the opportunity to make what are essentially short films about characters you wouldn't really give feature films or 8 or 9 episode Disney Plus shows to, like the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. That was a fun holiday short that would have never actually been the plot to a movie. I mean, come on, we're not going to spend 1 to 2 hours watching the Guardians celebrate Christmas and kidnap Kevin Bacon, right? Werewolf by Night is another good example of one of those holiday specials that feature a character most people would have definitely complained about if they were given a movie. Oh, what? We're getting some generic werewolf movie before we get a freaking Ghost Rider movie? What about Midnight Suns, bro? Fuck! We're getting fucking... Plus, these special presentations allow creatives to come in and really do their own thing and stretch their creative muscles to tell new stories with new characters and even play with established characters in different ways as well. I want more of these. I genuinely do. But I don't think we should make the Punisher the next one, because what would be the point? I mean, honestly, really, what could a special presentation for the Punisher do for the character and his story that 26 episodes of his own 2-season television series didn't already do? Again, I'm not saying this is a stupid, dumb, bad, dumb, stupid, silly, stupid, moronic idea. He is a popular character, incredibly so, and Jon Bernthal's version of the character is really great and a lot of people's favorite. If anything, I'm saying why not just bring him back for a new series? Why limit him to a 45-minute special when we can just give him a revival. We know the character is popular. We know he can sustain his own longer form narrative, so why not just give him another series like they did for Daredevil Born Again? It'd actually be a lot easier to bring that show back. That series was way more low-key than Daredevil was and wouldn't require as much work in terms of what is required, and by that I mean by the fans, to bring his story back. Then again, I don't think Daredevil required that much work either, but that's a conversation I had in another video. It's over here. You can check it out. It's really cool. It's very good. Frank's story was completed in the show's first season, having found the truth about his family's death, who was responsible, and then he, punished them. Season 2 of this series is a bit closer to what I imagine a revival series for him would be. It's a new story with Frank interacting with new people, maybe some familiar faces show up. Again, something that Daredevil should have been allowed to do with no problem, but again, people are I'm rambling. The point is, I think it'd be really easy to just make a new Punisher series, or hell, give him his own movie. He damn well deserves it. Jon Bernthal is a world-class actor, and any scene he's in, instantly elevated by his presence. He can sustain a 2-hour narrative, and I mean, we've made Punisher movies in the past. Yeah, they weren't well received, but they were pretty fun. The special presentation should be, again, for introducing new characters, establishing them in the minds of the audiences who watch them, so that when they show up in other projects like, say, movies or crossovers, the audiences are receptive to them and they're excited to see them. As cool as I'm sure a Punisher special presentation would be, I just can't help but think that the MCU's energy would be better spent if not giving Punisher his own new series or feature film, actually using this to develop special presentations for, say, Nova or Strange Academy, 2 of 3 projects Marvel recently scrapped for reasons. I don't know, it's a day that ends in Y. Hell, we could even spend more time doing what they've been doing before, making annual holiday specials as special presentation. We could make an Isaiah Bradley special that adapts Truth, Red, White, and Black for the 4th of July, though, not in this lifetime, not in this administration. We could do another Halloween special that reintroduces Robbie Reyes as Ghost Rider. I hear Gabriel Luna, who played him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., is dying to come back to the role. Maybe we could put Blade in there, and Moon Knight, and Werewolf by Night, and Man-Thing, and get some of that Midnight Suns action that everyone keeps clamoring on about. We can do a Fantastic Four Thanksgiving special, a Shang-Chi special for Chinese New Year, maybe even introduce the Chinese Iron Fist. We can do an Echo special. The sky is literally the limit. But unfortunately, I'm fairly confident Marvel and Disney won't jump at the opportunity to do something truly interesting like that, which is my other issue with this. Giving the Punisher a special before any of these other characters, for any of these other reasons, speaks to a problem at the root of where we find ourselves in the MCU. One where the only new things we get are just the return of old things. The MCU of today is one that is prioritizing familiarity and nostalgia over and above literally anything else. They saw that many of the new characters and stories they were trying to tell in phases 4 and 5 weren't really working for audiences for various reasons, most of which are definitely silly and definitely way more about, oh my god, women and wokeness, DEI, and decided that for their bottom line, to ensure profits for streaming and box office, it would be better if they, like the students of East High and High School Musical, sang, it's why Daredevil's back again. It's why we're getting Spider-Man in high school again. It's why we're getting Fantastic Four again. Why we got 90s X-Men again. Why Deadpool and Wolverine was so successful. Why RDJ is back playing a role he really shouldn't be. And why the Russo brothers are doing Avengers movies again. I can go into this a lot deeper, trust me, I will, but suffice it to say, bringing the Punisher back for a special presentation, as interesting as it may be, is a waste of not just the character's popularity, but of the chance for newer characters to be introduced within these specials, and their ability to become household names for the MCU. But again, I'm not surprised that they're going this route. After all, if the choice for most Marvel fans now is something truly new or something familiar, they'd unfortunately choose something familiar every time.